They really brought OKC their first championship. They did something Kevin Durant couldn't do. They did something Russ couldn't do. They did something James Harden couldn't do. You get what I'm saying?
Shut up, bitch!
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Darren, man. We back with another reaction video, man. Today we finna be reacting to Game 7 of the NBA Finals, man. We already know who won. I want to give off my reaction of how I feel about who won, how I feel about the game, how I feel about like the next season, how I feel about Tyrese. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's a lot of stuff on the media. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But I think we all kind of knew who was gonna win. The Pacers really like shocked us throughout the whole playoffs, but I'm not gonna do too much talking in the intro. I'm gonna do talking during the reaction. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So all the people that be talking about I'm talking too much, I do not care what y'all be talking about. I don't care because it's a reaction. I'm gonna give off my reaction. If you don't fuck with it, don't watch the video. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't mess with me, don't watch the video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We on the road to 500 subscribers. Let's get into the video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be only reacting to the final seconds of the NBA Finals, but I'm gonna go over everything that I seen. I already watched the whole game last night. I already seen like who won the Finals MVP, what happened to Tyrese. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about OKC going to the next season. I'm gonna even talk about the trade with Kevin Durant. But let's just watch this real quick. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. OKC had one of the best seasons of all time. Like, when I tell you that, they had one of the best seasons of all time. It's crazy, though. They really brought OKC their first championship. They did something Kevin Durant couldn't do. They did something Russ couldn't do. They did something James Harden couldn't do. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hating. I don't care. Chet Holmgren. I had this argument with my brother. I told this man, I was like, every time media people talk about championships or rings or players, they're gonna talk about the main person or the main two people that made them get to that championship. I told my brother, if this is Chet's only ring, if Chet wins this, Chet won this ring, right? Congratulations. Okay, you won this ring with role player stats. If Chet only wins this ring and he doesn't do nothing else in his career, I asked him, I was like, is he going to be remembered? I was like, no, he's not going to be remembered. He's not going to be remembered. If you don't do nothing else in your career after this, you're really not going to be remembered. It's a lot of people that have rings in the NBA that's not remembered. It's a lot of people that was in his position as a starting center, getting blocks in here and there, averaging under 20 points. If this is his only accomplishment in the NBA, he's not going to be remembered. The reason why J-Dub is remembered, he was an all-star. He's a star right now, so he was an all-star this year. Shai is a superstar. Like, those two people are going to be remembered. Shai was making history throughout this whole season. J-Dub is going to be remembered from that 40-point game he had in game 5. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I tried to tell my brother, like, I'm not saying Chet didn't contribute in this finals. He contributed. But if he doesn't have nothing else going on in his career after this, he's not going to be remembered like that with the greats. He's not going to be remembered like that with the greats. He's not. And I'm just speaking facts. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations, man. Y'all did something. Okay, y'all did something Kevin Durant, Russ, and James Harden could never do. And y'all still a young team as well, so y'all only gonna get better. All the franchise got to do is keep y'all together, but it's gonna be hard because they're gonna have to pay players. They're gonna have to pay players. They're gonna have to, if they can't play a player, they're gonna have to bring somebody in to replace that player. That, you know what I'm saying, rather take a pay cut than want extra money. It's gonna be hard. That's really the only part, is keeping the core together. But like, do what y'all got to do. You feel what I'm saying? Unless something tragic happened and somebody get injured, but do what you got to do. Damn, man. It's tough, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
From start to finish. And they're the youngest NBA champion in 48 years.
Youngest NBA champion
This is
for the
another team
years.
who 3 seasons ago won 24 games. Their first
No, this is
title,
tough though.
and certainly a potential for more.
First title in the OKC era. Like these boys made history, bro. These boys made history. Ain't your cat. So that's what's gonna be remembered. That's what's gonna be remembered as these boys, these men brought OKC their first title in the OKC era ever. But the players that's gonna be mentioned with the greats is gonna be Shai. Probably J-Dub. I feel like J-Dub is gonna have a pretty good career. He only in his like third or fourth year, and he got an all-star selection. He was an all-star. Shai's gonna be remembered like those are gonna be remembered with the greats. Chet is not. I'm sorry, he's not with the greats. He's not. But like this is what the title is gonna be, and then the other title is gonna be how Shai won. How OKC had the best season, had the best record in the NBA. Shai won MVP. He won the scoring title. He won the Western Conference Finals MVP, and now he won the Finals MVP. That's what the title is gonna be. That's what the headline is gonna be. Chet is not gonna be the headline. I don't know why. Like Chet is not gonna be the headline. My brother be. I don't know what he talking about. Chet is not gonna be the headline. That what I just said is gonna be the headline, bro. And that's facts. That's just facts, bro. And Alex Caruso and Hartenstein, they was a difference maker for the team. Because last year when they wasn't there, what happened? The Mavs beat the Thunder. But then they acquired Alex Caruso and Hartenstein. Their defense got better. They are better. They are more viable players than Chet is. I'd rather have them two. Like, I'd rather Chet leave off the team and keep them than them two leaving off the team and keeping Chet. Because when it was just Chet, they didn't win it. But when you brought them two in it, they won it. So I feel like they're more viable on this team than Chet, bro. On God. I can argue me if y'all want. That's facts. I just gave y'all the facts. When they wasn't here, they didn't win. When they here, they won. Alex Caruso is a difference maker. I'm telling you.
Been the favorites, but they had to fight tooth and nail in this series against a terrific Pacer team.
And Lou Dort deserves this too, bro. He been in the trenches with this team too, man. He been losing with this team too. He deserves this too, bro. I don't know why they didn't give Lou Dort some recognition, bro. I don't like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Second youngest team in history to reach an NBA Finals. It took them 7 games, but this is a high character, care factor high across the board. All take their.
This is tough, though. I'm not gonna lie.
And how about Chet? He scuffled the last 2 games on the offensive end.
But the question is, are they gonna go back to back? Are y'all gonna repeat it? If y'all do a repeat, then okay, we talking about something here. Are y'all gonna go back to back though? Y'all gotta stay hungry. Y'all gotta stay healthy. Y'all gotta stay on point. You feel what I'm saying? Are y'all gonna go back to back? Do y'all want to make what's they called a dynasty? Because this team is capable of making a dynasty. This team is capable of making dynasty. Like I said, y'all gotta keep the core as much together as y'all can. Y'all gonna all be together next year for sure. So are y'all gonna make a dynasty? Can y'all go back to back? Can y'all make more history? You feel what I'm saying? So if Chet proves me wrong, he proves me wrong. If he steps up and becomes something that I didn't expect him to be, then so be it. I want him to prove me wrong. Because I'm gonna be that type of critic that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna say something so people can like elevate. But for what I'm seeing, I don't think he's gonna be remembered like Shai is gonna be remembered. I don't think he's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? He's not the headliner of this title at all. But if he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong. But if they keep this core together and they stay healthy, it's possible they can make it to the finals and win it again. Not gonna lie to you. It's possible, bro. I know y'all can tell I love talking about the sport. I love talking about basketball, bro. I be in tune with this shit, bro. Like this sport, like I dead ass love this shit.
Because of how hard he has worked. It's not just about the dream, but the realization of how difficult this is. And then on the other side,
he waiting for his teammate, bro. That ain't okay. That's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for my boy Tyrese, boy. This man put his blood, sweat, and tears out there on the court, bro. He got injured in game 5, but he came back. They lost. Then he stepped up, did his thing in game 6, you know, made a little pass to Pascal. See, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing in game 6. Okay, he looking like you know what I'm saying? In game 7, bro, tore his Achilles. But, and okay, if I was him and I was having calf strains, I would look back and Kevin Durant when he had calf strains when he was playing against the Raptors. They told me something, he had calf strains and then he came back. And then once he came back, he tore his Achilles. That's who I would have looked back at. We all should have known this was going to happen once he came back on the court. We all knew he was going to tore his Achilles. He should have stayed out if he didn't want his Achilles out. But as a player, as a competitor, you're going to go out there on the floor. If you good to go out there on the court floor, you're going to go out there on the floor. Because I would have did the same thing. I'm not going to lie. It's the NBA Finals. Like, it's a possibility that I can go out there enough to win it for my team and get a ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just, you know what I'm saying? If I can't walk, then okay. But it's the NBA Finals. So I expect Tyrese to go out there and put everything on the court. You feel what I'm saying? So prayers up to Tyrese. Prayers up to him. Prayers up to everybody that had a torn Achilles this season. Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard. Prayers up to all 3 of them, man. And it's crazy. All 3 of them wear number 0. But prayers up to all 3 of them. I hope they have a speedy recovery this year. We all not gonna see none of them this upcoming season because it takes time for our torn Achilles to heal and the process and everything. So prayers up to all 3 of them, man. Shit sad, boy.
The faces greeting his team. It's gonna be hard to do tonight, but they need to keep their heads held high. What a performance from this
man.
team.
This Pacers team is tough. Now they gotta take a setback year. Cause they don't got Tyrese. They got to take a setback year.
Of their first NBA title.
I don't know why they over there recording this man crying, bro. This man is crying real tears. This man's crying real tears, bro. He's dead serious. He's sad. Like TJ McConnell put his blood, sweat, and tears out there too, boy. And he's literally crying. They trying to follow him with like, bro. Move that camera around, bro. This is real life. This is real life, my guy.
Halliburton didn't matter the risk. He wanted to be on the floor with his teammates. And unfortunately, injured his Achilles.
The camera just still on you,
An
bro.
awful lot about small markets, Mike, ratings, etc. This has been an absolute privilege of a series.
Crazy, bro.
All of these men gave their heart and soul. These coaches coached a great series. Richard, Mike, what an absolute privilege.
For anybody, any basketball fan that loves great team basketball with hard-working defense, these 2 teams made you remember why you fell in love with the game. Right now, let's go to Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Mike.
That's crazy, bro.
This is what you dreamt about.
That's what I respect. You put everything out there on the floor, and if you can't go, then you can't go. But other than that, you're gonna put everything out there on the floor. That's why that gave me more respect for Tyrese Halliburton. Like, I ain't gonna cap. That just gave me a lot of respect for that boy. So I really hope you come back. I really hope you get speedy recovery, cause like the game gonna miss him for sure. Now, Who's gonna step up and knock these Oklahoma City Thunder down? Who in the NBA is gonna step up and get rid of them? Is it gonna be KD and the Rockets? I'm gonna get the KD and the Rockets. I'm gonna get there. Is it gonna be LeBron and Luka? Are they gonna get a good big? Is it gonna be Steph? Are they gonna make some adjustments? You feel what I'm saying? Is it gonna be Ant-Man? Are they gonna make some adjustments? You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta make adjustments. Like, y'all gotta compete with this team, bro. Y'all gotta make sure y'all compete with this team.
Tell us what's going through your mind.
And I'm gonna get the KD and the Rockets after all this.
So many hours, so many moments, so many emotions, so many nights of disbelief, so many nights of belief. It's crazy to know that we're all here, but this group worked for it. This group put in the hours, and we deserve this.
I want to ask you about this game when Tyrese
Ain't no cap. Finally, this man is finally considered a superstar. People saying he was emerging to become that. I already knew he was going to be one. But now it's final. Like, he got every accolade that you could, like, he grasped everything. Like, everything was so perfect this season for him and for this team. You got to give it to him. He's up there with being a superstar.
For the one that had the letdown. Just how were you able to get things back on track once you came out of the locker room? That's when you took over the game in the third quarter.
Yeah, we had 24 minutes to go get it. 24 minutes to finish our season. It was either going to be bad or it was going to be pretty. And we did everything we could.
Chet's defense, here it comes now. Chet's defense at the rim. Just what impact did that have on this game?
Yeah, he affects the game at a high level every night. He was everywhere, blocking shots, rotating, switching on guards. He's amazing, and so much more room to grow.
We saw you celebrating with your wife, with your family. What do you think you remember most about this Game 7?
The fun I had tonight. The moment was amazing. The fans were amazing. And it was so much fun. Exactly what I expected.
Congratulations to you.
Ain't no cap, man.
In a little bit.
Thank you.
If you keep this up, Shai, you know what I'm saying? You're going to want to have this feeling again. You don't want to just have this feeling once. Every time somebody has this feeling, they be wanting to have the feeling again. So, congratulations to Shai. He deserved this. He deserved this whole year. This was a perfect season for him. Now he's on the top of the throne. Now everybody that he looking down on, they gotta bring him down. Now I'm about to make a statement about one of my favorite players in the NBA. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, you got to step up now. You said you was better than SGA. He knocked you off in the Western Conference Finals. Now he's an NBA champion before you. He's an MVP before you. You got to return that call. If you don't return that call, you're not going to be up there with them. You're still a superstar in the making. You got to be a superstar. He just became that. So you got to step up, Anthony Edwards. Now, I want to get to KD and the Rockets. How I feel about the trade. How I feel about, you know what I'm saying? If KD is going to work out good with the Rockets. To me, I don't want to really say nothing. Like, if they're going to win the championship or not, they're going to be a good team. Don't get me wrong. Because they still got defense. They still got Amin Thompson. They still got Sengun with that center role. And he's a pretty good second option. They still got, who else they got? They still got Steven Adams. They still got, who else they got? They got a whole bunch of other players. But they're definitely going to be good next year. But I feel like the Rockets won that trade because Jalen Green going to the Suns is like 3 shooting guards over there. Probably more than that. But I heard that the Suns is going to be trading Jalen Green somewhere else, shipping him somewhere else. So I don't think the Suns is going to keep him. But the Rockets won that trade, of course, to me. and they just got to live up. They just got to stay healthy because they're going to be a good defensive team. They're going to, of course, be a good offensive team because you know KD's he's an automatic averaging. He's an automatic 26 average point per game. He's going like if he's healthy, he's either going to average 25 or more. That's what he's going to give you. It don't matter how old KD is. So they just got to lock in. There was a second seed this season. They just got to lock in. And I'm pretty sure they did this trade so they can compete with this team right here. They needed a superstar to compete with this team right here. So, KD, you got to bring something. If you want to be known, if like KD's already known. If you want to be known as not only winning the championship because of Steph Curry, you better get this done. Because if you don't get this done this year, I feel like it's over with for KD. I don't think nobody else is going to want to trade for him. So, KD, you got to do what you got to do, bro. You know I got to get that thumbnail, y'all. I'm trying to find it. I got to find it. I got to find a good thumbnail, y'all.
Trophy and the 2025 Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award. Here is ABC's Lisa Salter.
And now you're in NBA Finals.
You know I gotta get this thumbnail. You know I gotta get it.
Shai, you've always said that you wanted to be that guy that your team depended on.
All right. I just wanted to get the thumbnail. You feel what I'm saying? All right, y'all. That's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction video of me reacting to like OKC winning the championship. How I feel about the Pacers moving forward. How I feel about Tyrese. How I feel about KD and the Rockets. How I feel about next season in general for right now. Because there's gonna be more moves going on in the summer. The rest of the summer. There's going to be more moves I'm pretty sure teams is going to make because they're going to have to make more moves to compete with the OKC team. I already talked about all the 3 players that tore their Achilles. Everything, bro. So, I can't wait until next season. I know y'all probably can't wait. But, I got more videos on the way. More content. More other stuff going on. So, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. I was about to say 100. We already passed 100. But we're on the road to 500 subscribers. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.